Hey there, movie buffs. Today, we're diving into the world of Olivia Wilde and counting down the top 10 best movies she's starred in. From comedies to dramas, Olivia Wilde has proven time and time again that she's a force to be reckoned with in Hollywood. So grab some popcorn, sit back, and let's get started. Starting off our list at number 10 is In Time. In Time is a film released on October 28, 2011, and was distributed by 20th Century Studios. The film has grossed $37 million domestically and made $165 million on the worldwide box office. The movie, directed by Andrew Niccol, is about a future where time is money, and those who are wealthy are the ones who can live forever. Will Salas, played by musician-actor-millionaire Justin Timberlake, is a poor man who only has a day's worth of life remaining on his clock. However, when he was able to save Henry Hamilton, played Matt Bomer, from the time thieves, who have given him a gift of a century. With such large transaction, he attracted the attention of some authorities, who think he has falsely murdered someone.
My son is meeting me. He'll pay the difference.
Can't do that. Policy.
It's a 2-hour walk. I have an hour and a half.
And you better run.
Coming in at number 9 is People Like Us. Starring Chris Pine in the main role as Sam Harper, People Like Us is about Sam's discovery of a sister he'd never known existed, whose son is left an inheritance by Sam's father. Olivia Wilde appears as Hannah, Sam's girlfriend, who's shocked by her boyfriend's initial attempt to claim the inheritance for himself. Wilde's character is important to the story for the way she steers the protagonist toward doing what's right. The actress wasn't proven in the indie film department at the time, and People Like Us was one of the movies that established her skills as a performer who didn't need to rely on big-budget effects.
Your dad. You don't have one happy memory?
Yeah, one. He should take me to this park on Sundays.
That's nice.
He never got out of the car. He'd sit and watch me so he could...
Next up at number 8 is Ghostbusters: Afterlife. While there's significant debate over whether Afterlife is the best Ghostbusters film or not, most will agree that seeing Olivia Wilde show up was unexpected. She plays the main villain, Gozer, who escapes confinement to wreak havoc and has to be stopped by the heroes. Wilde's appearance wasn't announced beforehand, making it a real surprise when she appears as the bad guy. She only stepped in to physically portray the character, who's voiced by Shohreh Aghdashloo. Her arrival kicks things into overdrive, ushering in the climax for this supernatural comedy that reunites the original Ghostbusters.
What are you doing here in Somerville anyway?
Honestly, my mom won't say it, but we're completely broke.
At number 7 we have The Next 3 Days. Olivia Wilde has a minor role in The Next 3 Days, which primarily focuses on the characters played by Russell Crowe and Elizabeth Banks. The story is about a college professor whose wife is wrongfully convicted. He decides to break her out of prison by learning about weaknesses in its fortifications. Wilde's character appears as part of a subplot where her character, Nicole, takes a liking to the protagonist. While the actress might not be on screen much, the film is worth a watch for its thrilling style of pace, and Russell Crowe remains in fine form throughout.
She'd like nothing better than to be here with him, Lawrence. She misses all this.
I guess it's all about priorities, isn't it?
Taking the number 6 spot is Drinking Buddies. Known for its mumblecore style, the film had no script, and the dialogue was entirely improvised. Joe Swanberg successfully created Lighting in a Bottle in large part thanks to a terrific cast that included A-listers Anna Kendrick and Olivia Wilde, as well as new girls Jake Johnson and Ron Livingston. Drinking Buddies is a slice-of-life comedy centered around Kate Wilde and Luke Johnson, two co-workers at a Chicago brewery who flirt and are probably meant to be together, except both are in relationships. Charming and refreshingly plausible, Drinking Buddies was a beer-soaked rom-com oozing with authenticity. Even Wilde herself commented that the cast was drunk during most of the shooting process.
To being in our house and hanging out with us.
To our new kid.
Thanks,
Mom. Thanks, Dad.
Halfway through our list at number 5 is House. Using a crack team of doctors and his wits, an antisocial maverick doctor specializing in diagnostic medicine does whatever it takes to solve puzzling cases that come his way. Olivia Wilde played Dr. Remy 13 Hadley for several seasons of the acclaimed series House before she exited in season 8 to pursue her film career. Her character had many layers, including living with the fact that she had Huntington's chorea. Wilde created a character with sheer ambition and bravery. Taking on the persona of a doctor is no easy task, but Wilde did it with ease. She proved, with this character, that she had a long career ahead of her.
What?
You just suggested that I give in so that I could be happy. What did they do to you in there?
Coming in at number 4 is Tron Legacy. Before she was a sought-after female director creating highly anticipated movies, Olivia Wilde got her big screen break with Tron Legacy. She stars as Quora, an algorithm within the virtual reality known as the Grid, where the main character enters to search for his long-lost father. Tron Legacy was lauded for its breathtaking visuals and thematic appeal, with Wilde receiving praise for her staying power on screen. Her dynamic with Garrett Hedlund is notable for the way they complete each other's characterizations, although it's the action and effects that viewers will take to the most.
Once I get out, I can shut him down.
I should never have sent you to Zeus. It was a mistake.
Breaking into the top 3 is Richard Jewell. Based on the true story of the 1996 Centennial Olympic Park bombing, Richard Jewell is about the investigation behind the event. As in real life, Jewell is accused of causing the bombing despite being the one to save lives by discovering the bomb to evacuate people in time. Olivia Wilde appears as Kathy Scruggs, one of the ruthless journalists, who essentially frames Jewell as the man behind the disaster. The actress notably plays a role against type, as Scruggs can be considered the antagonist in this story. Richard Jewell received praise from both critics and audiences for dealing with the real-life subject matter.
Who the hell do you think you are?
Mr. Bryant, what I do is I report the facts.
You lead the public is what you do.
I report the facts.
The facts?
That's right. That's what I do.
You ignorant.
At number 2, we have Her. Considered the best movie directed by Spike Jonze, this sci-fi romantic drama focuses on Joaquin Phoenix's Theodore, a man stricken with loneliness. Theodore gets a virtual assistant named Samantha, who has such complex feelings and emotions that Theodore falls in love with her. Olivia Wilde has a small part as a blind date whom Theodore goes out with after he meets Samantha. Her role is memorable for the way it depicts Theodore's conflict with being with a real woman and having feelings for an AI. Wilde shows quite some range in this minor role, going from a pleasant date to unleashing her annoyance when Theodore turns her down.
Wow, that's interesting.
This place is amazing. I've wanted to come here for so long.
Oh, good.
Yeah, and I love Asian fusion, so...
Yeah, me too.
Really?
Yeah.
And finally, taking the number 1 spot on our list is Rush. This biographical sports film centers on competitors Niki Lauda and James Hunt, whose lives are detailed during their obsession to win. Olivia Wilde plays Susie Miller, whose turbulent romance with Hunt and subsequent elopement with another man forms part of the conflict in Hunt's story arc. Wilde's role is based on the real-life Susie Miller, who married Hunt in a matter of weeks and left him for actor Richard Burton due to Hunt's infidelities. Rush remains the best-received movie in the actress list of credits, And viewers also appear to feel the same way, given its rating.
You want me to stop messing around, settle down, get married with the next nice girl I meet? I think it would be good for me.
What do you think?
Sounds awful.
And there you have it, folks. The top 10 best Olivia Wilde movies that are definitely worth adding to your watch list. Whether you're a fan of comedy, drama, or sci-fi, Olivia Wilde has something for everyone. So grab some popcorn, cozy up on the couch, and enjoy the magic of Olivia Wilde on screen. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.